Imagine you stole food today. Not because you were greedy, because your family was starving. Someone catches you. No police, no prison, no courtroom, no lawyer standing beside you. Just the tribe. 150 people who know exactly who you are. People who have hunted beside you, eaten beside you, grown up beside you. And now every one of them is staring at you, waiting, deciding what happens next. What would your punishment be? The answer is far stranger and far darker than most people realize, because some ancient punishments were so terrifying that death was considered the easy option. Some criminals were buried alive, some were fed to predators, some vanished into the wilderness and were never seen again. And the punishment most ancient humans feared wasn't death at all. It was something far worse. Stay until the end, because the final punishment reveals a truth about human nature that still controls us today. For most of human history, there were no prisons, no judges, no written laws, no governments, and yet somehow tribes still kept order. They still punished thieves, liars, murderers, and anyone who threatened the survival of the group. To understand how they did it, we need to understand one thing. Ancient punishment wasn't about protecting criminals, it was about protecting the tribe. Because in a world of predators, disease, and starvation, one dangerous person could get everyone killed. The first punishment was public shame, and it was far more powerful than it sounds. Imagine everyone you know suddenly treating you differently. People stop laughing at your jokes, stop asking your opinion, stop sitting beside you at the fire. Nobody attacks you, nobody screams at you, but the warmth disappears, the trust disappears, the feeling of belonging disappears. For humans, this is devastating. Modern brain scans show that social rejection activates many of the same pain centers as physical injury. Ancient humans didn't know neuroscience, but they understood human nature perfectly. They knew shame hurts, and they used it. Sometimes shame became something even harsher. Mockery. Entire communities would joke about the offender. Stories were told around campfires. Songs were made. Children repeated them. Your worst mistake became the tribe's favorite story. Imagine waking up every morning knowing everyone is still laughing about the worst thing you've ever done. Not for a week, not for a month, for years. Ancient humans understood something modern social media understands too. People never forget embarrassment. But not every crime could be solved with humiliation. Sometimes damage had to be repaired. If you stole food, you returned more than you took. If you damaged someone's property, you worked until the debt was repaid. If you injured someone, you owed compensation. The goal was simple: restore balance, fix the problem, keep the tribe functioning. Ancient justice was often practical before it was emotional. Then came punishments meant to create unforgettable memories. Many cultures used controlled pain rituals, a public punishment witnessed by everyone. One painful moment, one clear consequence. Then it ended. No years in a prison cell, no endless suffering. The offender remembered it, the tribe remembered it, and most importantly, nobody wanted to repeat it. But now we reach the punishment everyone feared: exile, being cast out completely. No tribe, no fire, no protection, no second chance. One day you belonged, the next day you were alone. And for ancient humans, being alone was terrifying. A single person struggled to hunt, struggled to defend themselves, struggled to survive illness. Most exiled people did not live long, not because someone killed them, because the world did. Cold, hunger, predators, loneliness. Exile was not punishment. It was a slow death sentence, and everyone knew it. But some societies went even further. For crimes considered unforgivable, the punishment was execution. and some methods were horrifying. A murderer might be publicly beheaded. Others were stoned by the entire community. Some were buried alive beneath earth and rocks, not only to kill them, but to send a message, a warning that everyone would remember. In certain cultures, criminals were tied up and left in places where predators roamed. Wolves, hyenas, lions. The goal wasn't simply death, it was fear. Every child who heard the story would remember it. Every adult would think twice before crossing the line. Justice became a lesson written in terror. And then there were trials by nature, a punishment so strange it almost sounds fictional. Instead of deciding guilt themselves, some communities left the decision to the wilderness. The accused might be abandoned in dangerous territory, forced into freezing rivers, or sent alone into hostile landscapes. If they survived, the spirits had judged them innocent. If they died, the tribe believed justice had been served. To us, it sounds absurd. To them, it made perfect sense. When you have no police and no forensic science, nature becomes the judge. But here is the darkest part of all. Sometimes the accused wasn't guilty. When disease spread, when children died, when food disappeared, fear demanded an explanation, and humans have always searched for someone to blame. The strange person, the outsider, the unpopular person, the one who was already different. Many ancient people believed misfortune came from curses, angry spirits, or hidden evil, and sometimes innocent people paid the price. They were exiled, beaten, even killed, not for what they did, for what everyone believed, and that instinct never disappeared. Thousands of years later, humans still look for someone to blame when things go wrong. This reveals something important. Ancient justice was not random violence, it was psychology. Every punishment was built around one question: will this help the tribe survive? Shame corrected behavior, repayment repaired damage, pain created memory, exile removed danger, and fear kept everyone in line. Everything revolved around survival. The next time someone calls ancient humans primitive, remember this. They built systems of justice without courts, without police, without written laws, using nothing but human psychology. And the strangest part, many of those punishments still exist today. Public shaming, social exclusion, mockery, scapegoating. We may have replaced campfires with smartphones, but the ancient human brain is still here. The tribe never disappeared. It just moved online. If this changed the way you think about justice, share it with someone who needs to hear it. Subscribe for more. I will see you in the next one.